Hi everybody, my name's Andy and welcome to the Robson family. If you're new to our channel, we're a family YouTubers who love to go to Walt Disney World, do things as a family, and welcome. It's all I can say, welcome to you, the first timers. For those of you returning, today's actually the 12th anniversary of our last trip to Walt Disney World. I know what you're thinking, you still haven't put all the videos out. As you can see, I'm at work here, doing some as we speak. The fun times of having a full-time job and a full-time family with needs doesn't mean I get to edit as much as I possibly want to. But I wanted to speak a bit about how we edit as a family, and I've been using Final Cut Pro now for a few years. I'm a Mac user, but I use a Mac Mini at this particular moment in time, which means I do need a monitor to do this. I don't have the facility of moving a laptop around, but Apple have just launched today something on the iPad that's going to massively help me, and it's this. It's Final Cut Pro. So join me as I'm going to take a look at setting it up and see what it involves.
You're stuck inside my mind, deep inside my mind. I think that now's the time. Longing for you, pick up the phone. Catching a flight, I'm coming home. Back to the place I've always known. Home, home. Seeing me soon, I gotta run. We're gonna have a lot of fun and spending this summer alone. I'm coming home.
So let's take a quick gander. For those of you who don't know, on the Mac, Final Cut Pro is actually £299. It is a one-off purchase. What Apple have said they're going to be doing differently with the iPad version is you can get a 90-day free trial, and then you're going to be able to pay it monthly on a subscription basis. Now, there's pros and cons for this. The pro we're paying outright is, I know I own this app. I paid for it. Like any piece of software, it's mine to use until such time I decide not to, or until Apple decide they're not going to support that particular software anymore. The thing is, I don't particularly like the idea of having to pay £6 a month for a subscription. So one of the big things I'm going to be looking into today is Apple is talking about crossability between the Mac version and the iPad version. So if I've already paid for it, does that mean I don't have to pay for the subscription per month? Let's find out. So let's find the App Store. Here it is. Sometimes it's down there as like a proactive one, so I know the App Store's obviously promoting Logic Pro at the moment because that's a big one for the music. But let's go and find Final Cuts. So you'll notice my lack of iPad tablet keyboard for my tablet. I don't particularly need one, and I can link this keyboard choice should I so desire. So to give you a bit of a view of this, so it's very, very similar in terms of format. You can see that from the screen here. Very similar systems, cross-play. There is a great video online by Justine, so I'm going to get this app and download it. I want to open it up now. So ask me to double confirm. Can't confirm it, can't see my beautiful face. There we go. So the app's now downloading. I'm running a gigabit to the router at home, so say about 150 to 200 of the Wi-Fi. I'm in the top bedroom. Should download fairly quickly. You'll also notice, just while I'm doing this, in the App Store on the Mac, you do get free updates. They are usually quite substantial updates. This one's going to take a while. In fact, whilst that's updating, let's close this down. Get a chance to run through. The app on the iPad, admittedly, is pretty much finished. Oh, there we go, it's open. Let's have a look. So it's loading up first time. Welcome to Final Cut Pro for the iPad. Apple collects all information, that's fine. Already subscribed, let's try. Right, so I've tried signing in with my Apple ID and password where it says I've already subscribed. It is telling me in order to get this, I have to subscribe. So the £300 for the Mac does not cover that app at all. So there is a 30-day trial for free at the moment. I thought it was a 90-day trial, but it's 30 days. So let's sign up, let's have a gander. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually finish and edit our travel home video from Orlando, the last day when we're flying back on here. Now, most of it was done on GoPro, some of it was done on my iPhone, so I'm going to need to link my external drive. Just going to pause here for 1 second because I've got to confirm it in a banking app. Okay, so we've approved in the app. It's now signing me in to say congratulations, you can now use it. All successful, brilliant stuff. Wow. Do I want to start editing the demo project? No, I'm a existing user. So let's take a look at the new project. So let's call it Travel Day Home. Let's look at the format. Let's look at custom. Yeah, I want to go for 4K because I like to edit in 4K. Continue. Right, so first things first, I actually need to disconnect my secondary drive. There we go. It is telling me because this drive uses USB-C, a USB-A. We're using an adapter that I originally bought from a MacBook many years ago. I can feel that spinning up, so that is good. Input from files. Look at this drive. We're going to go to Florida 22 and 16 home. Yeah, you just select all. Yeah. Open. Oh, it's now importing media, and that's good. What I'm intrigued to see is once I've imported all this media, do I need to keep the drive connected? I can work off the drive when I'm working on this device, so it's an interesting proposition to look at. Right, let's give that a second or two to load up. So it is importing all that media. As you can see by the screen here, it's bringing them all in. This could take a bit of time to put it all together. There's 23 items. Gosh, I thought I recorded more than that in the day, but we'll soon find out. Okay, I want to come back to you in a moment when that is finished. Right, now we're ready. So my first clip is going to be this clip. This is the first clip of the day. So let's insert this. I'm going to insert it, play ahead. Go ahead and insert. So there is a gap there. So let's get rid of that. Hit delete. Let's just see what we've got so far.
We always said we'd get rid of it if things become, you know, the way we thought it was going to go.
Good morning, everybody. So you could tell right there and then there was a conversation between me and Kelly. So let's edit that out. Good morning, everybody. Today is the travel home day, and as you can see, Kelly and I are in the throes of packing all our suitcases. I was thinking of doing like a sped up montage of us doing things, but you don't want to see our day. So I'm thinking the travel home day, and as you can see, Kelly and I are in the throes of packing all our suitcases. cutting it there. So, looks like this button cuts. That's good. I want to insert this. So this is the sort of intro that we put in all our videos. So if I put a pen to storyline, what happens there? Okay, so it dropped it in right at the end, but it does mean I get to figure things out. So let's put this add to start. Okay, so let's see how this runs now.
Good morning, everybody.
It's
Today
Andy here,
is
boss.
the travel home day, and as you can see, Kelly and I are in the throes of packing all our suitcases.
You're stuck inside my mind.
So that's good. It's done everything I've asked it to do at this stage. Interestingly, let's have a look at this. Now, normally when I have to deal with these, I have to tweak the background. So let's take a quick look at these. Audio roll dialogue. Okay, that's fine. Video roll is video. Seems to have done everything I need it to do. So another cross dissolve. Add this to the end. Add transition. Okay.
I was thinking of doing like a sped up montage of us doing things, but
Okay, so I'm up to date now with where I want to be. Let's come back to transition. So I actually can't remember which transitions were, so let's have a look at this one. This one looks like it's in the car, so I'll play this.
Hi everyone, so we're going home today, sadly.
so
Hi everyone.
preparation for a spot of lunch. So
Hi everyone, so we're going home today, sadly.
So interestingly, that didn't quite go the way I wanted it to go.
so see you on the road.
Hi everyone.
That seems to work a bit better. Tell you what, I'm going to get doing some more editing.
Hi everybody, so it's been a few weeks since I recorded that first bit. As you can probably tell by the fact my hair's still quite smooth and I've got a bit of a shave. I wanted to give a bit of like a thought, like a summary of what the app was like. I've been using Final Cuts now since 2018, either on a MacBook or an iMac or a Mac Mini, and I'm really sort of into the ecosystem of how well the Mac app works. I don't dislike the iPad app, but I think it's got a big learning curve for me to pick up and see how to do things differently. I know on some of the videos I've seen on YouTube by other YouTubers, they use shortcuts. You know, they have the iPad cases with the keyboards in, which, again, to me, it's completely useless unless you use that kind of technology a lot. I've had one in the past. I don't use it. I have an Apple Pencil, which came in handy for some of the editing process in this. I think the real test for us is going to be on our next holiday when we go away. Is I want to try and edit as much content as I can while we're away, and try and get at least one video, if not two videos, up while we're out there. I'm not going to tell you where that is because that's on the next video, which you'll have to watch. For £5 a month, I think it's really good value, and I think spending more time on it, more editing on it, and the cross accessibility about transferring videos from the iPad to the Mac is really, really handy. There's certain things that I haven't quite figured out yet at the moment, like I have certain LUTs that I've downloaded specifically for the Mac software, some additional stuff like tiles, transitions, formats, other things that I use that I don't quite know how to put onto the iPad, or even if I can put it on the iPad. So what I did is, once I did the bare bones editing of the video on the iPad, which is great because I could put one of my AirPods in, sit down and watch TV with Kelly and the girls, just be that little bit ignorant while I was doing bits in the background. And then I did the rest of the stuff that I needed to the Mac. Will I be using it solely? Probably not for quite some time. I need to find a way to do the transitions between the two and do the things I do on the Mac, on the iPad. But to be able to get a bulk of the homework done and then look at loading the other stuff in that I need is really exciting. The entire last video we did, the travel home video, was done purely on the iPad, with the last bits of editing, like the transitions, the colorizations, the LUTs, all that stuff finalized in the Mac. So I could do the bare work, because the biggest issue I have is when I do the work, I have to then come and do it over here on my stationary computer, because I'm in the Mac ecosystem here in a Mac Mini. For some reason, I thought it was a cracking idea a few years ago to get rid of my MacBook. But this is kind of like my setup now. I've got a 49-inch Samsung monitor connects to my Mac Mini, and then I use all this in here. So it is quite difficult some evenings when you don't want to be ignorant to your family about wanting to come up here and edit. I probably get only a couple of hours a week up here, and in between that, I'm completing a degree for the Open University. I'm part of the WDW UK newscast team, and I do a lot of their IT and editing as well for them. It's finding time. The iPad gives me that flexibility. I can have a lunch break at work. I can go into the canteen, work quiet in the corner. I can go into the breakout room that we have for eating in, and have my sandwich, sit back, kick back and do half an hour's work. I tend to take public transport to work, so again, sit in the corner of the bus, the train, the tram, get some of that done whilst I'm in transit. My only major negative is it's really awkward to upload content into your project. You have to download it, and that in itself can really take a lot of time. I have 2 external drives, one I use for processing, purely processing on Final Cuts on the Mac. It's so powerful, it needs additional memory and storage. And then I have that's a solid state drive, and then I have a hard disk drive where all my files are backed up, as well as all the films that I've made. So for example, the travel day that did so well this year, it's like had 15,000 views, is on there. Should anything go wrong with YouTube, I have a redundancy backup as well as a cloud backup. So it's just making sure it's there. With the Mac version, I can download the files and start editing almost immediately. It does cause some rendering issues, but I can leave the Mac to run. What I haven't tried yet, which admittedly I do for battery longevity, is I haven't left the Mac with no screensaver on or no screen time, so it automatically powers down. Sorry, not the Mac, the iPad, to see if it transitions data in that way. There's lots to do with it. There really is. I've got to spend more time getting to grips with it. And I filmed the first part of this video a few weeks back to give me time to play around with it. I'm going to put a link at the end of this video to say, oh, watch this one. This is the video that we edited. This is the video that we edited. It's great. And we're going to start banging out more videos each week. So next week's video, we're going to be announcing what trips got planned for this year and for next year, and what our plans are over the next 12 to 18 months. So thanks for tuning in. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow us on all our social medias, and see you next time.